win, I will immediately bring prices down starting on day one. We've got to get those costs down, and I'm going to get them down. I'm going to bring those costs way down.
We'd have more luck playing pickup sticks with our butt cheeks.
We're going to take care of inflation and quickly, and we're going to get those prices coming down very, very substantially and very quickly. We have to get the prices down where bacon is up. Bacon. We don't order bacon anymore. It's too expensive, right? But it's all up too much, and we're going to get it down. If I win, we will rapidly defeat inflation, and I will make America affordable again. We're going to make it affordable. We got to bring those costs down. They call it groceries.
Oh, that's what they call it.
Bacon, lettuce, tomato, everything is so much higher than it ever was, and we're going to bring that down. Republicans have a plan to bring down prices and bring them down very, very rapidly.
Can you guarantee American families won't pay more?
I can't guarantee anything. I can't guarantee tomorrow.
Would have been wicked friggin' awesome not to have to ever hear that guy's voice again in a meaningful capacity. What's up, guys? Boston Brian here from the MeidasTouch Network and host of Blunt Politics. And in last week's lie-filled, propaganda-laced, ridiculous interview with Kristen Welker, in which Kristen Welker made an absolute mockery of journalistic integrity by offering absolutely no pushback whatsoever to Donald Trump's lies, conspiracy theories, propaganda, and bullshit. And if Kristen Welker cannot get the command of the facts down, if she cannot call these things out, if she cannot offer any pushback when these lies come out of the politician's mouth, she deserves to be absolutely nowhere near the people of power asking these questions. These interviews should be held for and reserved for actual journalists, actual news reporters who know the facts, who can call out these people, who want to relay the actual facts to the American people and not just get this glitzy interview that's going to get some clicks on the internet. In that interview, we also heard Donald Trump reverse course faster than any president has ever reversed course on a presidential campaign promise. We heard over and over and over again Donald Trump guarantee you that he was going to get the prices of groceries down, the prices of eggs cheaper, the prices of bacon was going to be cheaper, the prices of everything was going to be cheaper, including fuel at the pump and including energy at your house. Unfortunately, he doesn't seem so sure that he can get that done anymore. Either that, he was just lying to your face like we told you he was going to do, but it's a little too early to tell you I told you so, but I told you so. Here he is at the New York Stock Exchange, I guess forgetting that he just told people he can't guarantee tomorrow. Maybe something going on in the head here, but yes, here he is once again pulling out a made-up story, a 1,000% made-up story in which he sounds like a moron telling every single time because it's the old lady who bought 3 apples or wanted to buy 3 apples, got them out of the refrigerator, even though apples don't go in refrigerators, as we all know. She got to the counter, couldn't afford the 3 apples, decided to put the other apple back in the refrigerator that doesn't exist with the apples that don't exist in refrigerators. But here he is, telling this ridiculous story at the New York Stock Exchange recently.
Prices are going to start coming down because people can't afford their groceries, and they're going to be affording their groceries very soon. I tell the story about a woman an old woman, no money, went to a grocery store, had 3 apples.
Do you like apples?
She put them down on the counter, and she looked, and she saw the price, and she said, "Would you excuse me?" And she walked one of the apples back to the refrigerator and came back to pay for the 2 apples. And she left with 2 apples.
How do you like them apples?
And the woman at the counter said that was so sad. And when I heard about the story, I said that should never happen in America, and it's not going to happen in America.
And the worst part of this isn't even the fact that Donald Trump backtracked on yet another blatant lie he's been telling. I mean, after all, this is the same guy that told over 30,000 lies in the 4 years he was in office the first time. The worst part of this is that Kristen Welker wasn't prepared to call out this bullshit. The fact that she didn't have a montage already prepared of the 14,743 times on the campaign trail that he guaranteed Americans that the prices of fuel, groceries, and everything else were going to come down the day he took office is egregious, in my opinion. I mean, how the hell in God's name you could possibly, as a supposed journalist, sit across from the president-elect of the United States as he's trying to tell you he is the person that came up with the word groceries, and he's dead seriously trying to get you to believe this, and you don't say, "Sir, what in the are you talking about?" Again, in my book, is just an egregious dereliction of duty. I mean, listen to this absolute nonsense as he once again tries to get the American people to believe that nobody in the world ever said the word groceries. Nobody said groceries. Groceries was never a thing until Donald Trump himself started saying the word groceries.
But I went on the border and I went on groceries. It's a very simple word, groceries. Like almost, who uses the word? I started using the word, the groceries.
I'm pretty sure everyone says that.
When you buy apples, when you buy bacon, when you buy eggs.
Wow, are you stupid?
Yeah, nothing quite illustrates the state of the country right now, quite like an elite billionaire who's never been to a grocery store himself trying to explain to the people, trying to explain to the masses what groceries are. Unbelievable. And look, I'm well aware that Kristen Welker isn't the only representative of the media today looking to kowtow to Donald Trump, looking to just give that easy interview, looking for clicks, looking to do anything to boost his ego so that Donald Trump doesn't seek retribution against them or their company. I mean, we just saw ABC and George Stephanopoulos come up with $15 million in a lawsuit before it even began to put towards Donald Trump's friggin' library for a guy that's never read a goddamn book besides the book full of Hitler's speeches by his bedside table per his ex-wife. They also have to pay over $1 million in Donald Trump's lawyer's fees and issue an on-air apology. And this goes for the likes of Time magazine as well. A magazine that Donald Trump has had absolutely no shortage of nasty things to say about. But they saw their opportunity to curry favor with the new dictator coming to power, and they wanted to let Donald Trump know and send the message that they were going to play the game, that they were going to bend the knee, and they were going to lick the boot, just like a lot of these other media companies are threatening to do. And what do you ask is the reward for the media for all of this appeasement, boot-licking, and ass-kissing to a dictator wannabe, to a con man, to a fraudster, to a liar, to a sexual assaulter, to a thief who stole classified documents the last time he was in power, to a guy that led an insurrection against our government, who tried to overthrow a fair and free election the last time it was in power. What does the media get for kissing ass, to bending the knee, to licking the boot of Donald Trump? Well, they just get continued threats of defamation lawsuits, of course. And it's not just the newspapers. It's not just the big media organizations. It's the organizations like MeidasTouch. It's the independent creators like myself and many others in this space. And if you don't believe me, here's Donald Trump saying exactly that at a recent press conference.
Yeah, please.
I want to expand on the defamation lawsuits. Could you see moving that to other people with individual platforms, social media influencers, people that...
Or newspapers, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I do. I think you have to do it because they're very dishonest. No, I see others. I have a few others that I'm doing. The Des Moines Register. We're filing one on 60 Minutes, you know about that, where they took Kamala's answer, which was a crazy answer, a horrible answer, and they took the whole answer out and they replaced it with something else she said later on in the interview. We're involved in one which has been going on for a while and very successfully against Bob Woodward, where he didn't quote me properly from the tapes.
You know, if we've learned anything from history, if we've learned anything from Neville Chamberlain waving that stupid white piece of paper, it's that appeasement does not guarantee you peace. It does not guarantee you safety.
I have to tell you now that no such undertaking has been received, and that consequently this country is at war with Germany. You can imagine what a bitter blow it is to me that all my long struggle to win peace has failed.
Hell, it doesn't guarantee you anything. And like Donald Trump says, he can't even guarantee tomorrow. So why you thinking licking the boot now is going to save you in the long run, I don't know. Why you just wouldn't take a stand like the rest of us fighters are trying to do and continue to do on a daily basis, I don't know. The media in this country is supposed to be the voice of the people. It's supposed to get the facts out to the American people. It's supposed to call out politicians. It's supposed to call out dictators. It's supposed to correct the story. It's supposed to show you in video, in writing, however they can, what actually happened and not what these people say happened. What is possible in the future and not what these people say is possible in the future. It remains to be seen what the media landscape is going to look like in a year or two. It remains to be seen what backlash of independent media organizations, like I said, like MeidasTouch, like independent creators like myself, is going to be from Donald Trump and his minions. All we can do is get louder get prouder, know that we have the facts on our side, know that we have the policies, the morals, the beliefs, the ethics on our side, and don't be afraid to shout that from the rooftops. We cannot bend the knee. We cannot lay down our arms. Let's stand up to these people. Let's call out his nominations. Let's continue to call out his lies. Let's continue to call out the media figures, the people on the left, the right, independents, anybody who threatens to bend the knee and lick the boot of Donald Trump, to give in, who's done fighting, who's quit. That's what we need to be doing right now. Calling it out every which way you can. And if you like what you're hearing, if you like what you're seeing, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you're subscribing to MeidasTouch. Make sure you're subscribing to Blunt Politics. I give it to you real over there. I try to hit you with nothing but the truth, nothing but honesty. I don't sugarcoat anything, hence the Blunt Politics name. So please, make sure you head over there, check it out, subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have you over there. You can also check out more of MeidasTouch at MeidasPlus.com. And if you'd like to help independent creators like myself who have absolutely nobody above them telling them what they can and cannot say, please check out my Patreon at patreon.com/BostonBrian. Anything would help. Anything does help. And I appreciate the support. Until next time, keep fighting. Keep kicking ass. Do not give up. Do not surrender. Do not capitulate. Have a great night.
Love this video? Make sure you stay up to date on the latest breaking news and all things Meidas by signing up to the MeidasTouch newsletter at MeidasTouch.com/newsletter.